show you how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I want to circulate the units and the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get them figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn.
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's the Panthers in control of the football as we get back to the action in the first quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around. And we know they'll be here before you know it.
As Sanders with a carry on first down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 5.
Another run here with Sanders. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right.
Oh, a Cardinal sin there. Thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons are going to have it here just past the 25.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend.
To throw on 2nd down, Watkins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Brown in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
2nd and 11 now.
Looking to throw. Watkins.
Throw out wide is incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense.
They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try to run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's got some space here. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Partner, have you ever...
They go play action here on 1st down.
That one deep for London. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And that hit gets it the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to...
Put a man in motion left, Ridley.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
This now a 3rd and 4. Put a man in motion left, Ridley.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
For the guys on defense, this has been a physically taxing drive, but it's also... because they just gave up another first down, and now they're confronted with how do we stop these guys and get off the field.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
In motion right is Mingo.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
To throw, Bridgewater.
He's got Mingo.
Touchdown, Panthers.
Jonathan Mingo.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Panthers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Throwing to start the drive. Watkins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Watkins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here's Jackson to return. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they... They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a carry here for their fullback. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Calvin Ridley with an acrobatic catch. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before...
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw taken in by London. Ritter trying to get them up to the line here in a hurry.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Here's 2nd and 3.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On first down, Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Ritter to throw it.
Caught out left side by Robinson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And Gay knocks this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out looking real sharp in the second half.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, and it's the Saints who have the lead in the second quarter. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Matt Corral with a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And currently they are tied with the visiting Bills in that one.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter.
And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still...
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On the give, this is their fullback. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Shifts by him, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
3rd inches, they just handed to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 6. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. And the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. In motion comes the tight end left. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And quickly they get to the line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 41. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Watkins. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Down to about the 45. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Looking to throw. Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
This 2nd and 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Watkins. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him.
Now a throw here, hauled in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
3rd down and 6. Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
And a quick throw here. That's complete.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
Gay's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off.
They'll send Marshall in motion left. A first down throw for Young.
He completes this one to Mingo. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Young looks to throw on first down. Forced out to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This time they face a 3rd and 2. There they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And now they're in the hurry-up. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
Well, you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings, but at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Teddy Bridgewater. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia, and trying to erase this deficit. On 1st and 10, Watkins. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 2nd and 6. Off play action. Watkins. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to throw. Watkins got London on the slant. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. slot man moves right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Looking to throw. Watkins got his man complete over the middle. That's Edwards. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Looking to throw on second down. Watkins, touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider. Bridgewater on first down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. Throwing on first down. Watkins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Watkins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. He finds his man complete. It's Edwards. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Down to the 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by 15. 2:01 remaining. The turnover does give them life, but they still need 2 scores. Throwing after the interception. Watkins. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Piñeiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And here now come the Falcons. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. He finds his man, complete. It's Roth. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Into the hands of London. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Panthers will take over here at their own. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. He's able to get it to Coleman. Down the right sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 85 yards. And the Panthers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their
Piñeiro now to add the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious, I feel my wrath. Did you ever offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions? You may have given them credit so they can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance with guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great has ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one won't stop to the most uneven. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm leading to show them everything that I believe in.
I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I